Is it safe to travel to Poland right now? This is a question that seems to come up more often lately, especially as travelers look at a map of Europe and wonder how broader tensions might affect their plans. Poland, after all, is a country that sits at the intersection of cultures, histories, and borders. It has weathered more than its share of challenges, and it continues to play a pivotal role in the story of modern Europe. I'm Stephen with the Travel Safety Network. Over the past 27 years, I've worked all around the world in industrial safety and risk management. These days, I've turned my focus to safety in the world of travel. Poland has always been a country that rewards curiosity. It has layers of beauty and complexity that you only discover if you take the time to look beneath the surface. In this video, we're going to have an open and honest conversation about safety in Poland in 2025. We'll look at what's happening in the region politically, how those events might touch travelers, and what day-to-day safety feels like on the ground. We'll also explore the unique social atmosphere of Poland, from its warm hospitality to the realities that some visitors may face, depending on their background or identity. Stay with me until the end, because I'll share something that surprises many people. A fact about Poland that may make you see it in an entirely different light. To begin, let's talk about the bigger picture. Poland shares its eastern border with Ukraine, a country that has been the focus of global attention since the Russian invasion began in 2022. While Poland itself is not a combat zone and remains firmly in NATO, the war has had an undeniable impact. Millions of Ukrainian refugees have crossed into Poland, and many have stayed, creating humanitarian challenges and testing the resources of local communities. Poland's role as a hub for aid and logistics has also meant an increased security posture. You'll notice more uniformed police and military personnel in transit hubs and public spaces. Airports, train stations, and government buildings have heightened surveillance. For many travelers, this presence feels reassuring, a sign that authorities are vigilant. For others, it can be a little disconcerting to see soldiers with rifles in the arrivals hall. But it's worth remembering that this is part of Poland's commitment to stability and security, not an indication that danger is imminent. The political climate has also evolved in recent years. Poland has experienced significant domestic debates over issues like judicial independence, media freedom, and civil liberties. These tensions occasionally spill into protests, especially in Warsaw and Krakow. While demonstrations are usually peaceful, they can disrupt traffic or create bottlenecks around government buildings. If you're in Poland during a period of political protest, it's best to observe from a distance. Most travelers find these events to be orderly, but it's important to stay informed through local news. Beyond geopolitics, daily life in Poland is calm, safe, and often remarkably welcoming. Violent crime rates are low, especially compared to other European countries of similar size. The vast majority of visits pass without incident, and travelers consistently report feeling comfortable walking around city centers, even at night. But like anywhere, there are things you should be aware of. Petty crime, especially pickpocketing and opportunistic theft, occurs in crowded places like train stations, markets, and tourist attractions. Krakow's Old Town, Warsaw's Royal Route, and Gdańsk's waterfront are beautiful but busy, and it pays to keep your belongings secure. Some of the questions I hear most often have to do with whether Poland feels safe for women traveling alone, or for travelers who are part of visible minorities or the LGBTQ+ community. The answer is nuanced, as it so often is. Poland is a country with a deep sense of tradition. Catholicism remains a central influence in cultural life, and social attitudes tend to be more conservative compared to much of Western Europe. For the most part, this translates into a culture that is courteous but reserved. Visitors are usually treated with warmth and politeness, but public displays of affection, especially between same-sex couples, can draw attention and, in rare cases, disapproval. While Poland has no laws prohibiting LGBTQ+ travel, some regions are more open than others. Larger cities like Warsaw, Krakow, and Wrocław have vibrant LGBTQ+ communities and annual pride events. In smaller towns and rural areas, discretion is often advised simply because social attitudes lag behind the laws. Women traveling alone typically find Poland to be safe, with the usual precautions. Catcalling and harassment are much less common here than in some other parts of Europe, and public spaces are well lit and maintained. Most Polish people are helpful if you need assistance, and English is widely spoken in the tourism industry. That said, as with any destination, it's wise to be aware of your surroundings, especially at night. One thing that sets Poland apart is the pride Poles have in their history and cultural heritage. You will find that people are eager to share stories about their cities and to help you discover places beyond the obvious landmarks. This openness can be disarming, especially when you realize how much this country has endured and rebuilt. Health and hygiene standards in Poland are very high. Tap water is safe to drink across the country, and food safety regulations are strictly enforced. Whether you're dining in a Michelin-starred restaurant in Warsaw or grabbing a pierogi in a small village cafe, you're unlikely to encounter issues with foodborne illness. Healthcare in Poland is good, and in urban centers, you'll find modern facilities with English-speaking doctors. If you need care, private clinics can be accessed quickly for a fee, and many travelers prefer this route to avoid the wait times in public hospitals. Comprehensive travel insurance that includes medical coverage and emergency evacuation is always a good idea, as it is anywhere. Transportation in Poland is efficient and generally very safe. The train system is extensive and reliable, connecting most major cities and regions. Buses also cover smaller towns and rural areas. Roads are in good condition, and driving yourself is an option, although parking in city centers can be challenging. Taxis and ride-sharing services like Bolt are available and regulated, but it's wise to confirm the fare in advance or insist on using the meter. The U.S. State Department currently advises travelers to exercise normal precautions when visiting Poland, though it notes the proximity to Ukraine and the importance of staying informed about regional developments. Global Affairs Canada gives similar guidance, highlighting the importance of carrying identification and being aware of the potential for political demonstrations. The UK Foreign Office emphasizes that while Poland is overwhelmingly safe, travelers should be prepared for extra security checks and occasional disruptions linked to tensions in Eastern Europe. Australia's Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade echoes these points, advising that while millions of people visit Poland without issue, it's important to remain aware of your surroundings and any changes to the security environment. It's natural to wonder whether the current geopolitical climate should deter you from visiting. And while it's true that the war in Ukraine has brought uncertainty to the region, it's equally true that Poland remains stable and secure. The hospitality sector is fully operational, cultural events are thriving, and tourists continue to flock to places like Wawel Castle, the Tatra Mountains, and the Baltic coast. One of the most moving aspects of traveling in Poland right now is seeing firsthand how communities have welcomed refugees and organized support networks. It's a reminder that safety isn't only about the absence of danger, it's also about the presence of solidarity and resilience. So is it safe to travel to Poland? The most honest answer is that it depends on your expectations. If you come prepared, stay informed about the broader regional situation, and bring an open mind, you are likely to find Poland not only safe, but deeply enriching. It's a place where history is present in every street, but so is an optimism that looks forward. And here's the surprise I promised you. Despite all the pressures of recent years, Poland has quietly emerged as one of Europe's fastest-growing culinary destinations. From modern interpretations of traditional dishes to innovative craft breweries and bustling food halls, there's a renaissance underway that few outside Poland fully appreciate. If you visit, don't miss the chance to explore this side of the culture. You may discover that the most lasting memories aren't just the castles or cathedrals, but the meals shared at a crowded table, where hospitality is as rich as the flavors on your plate. I'm Stephen with the Travel Safety Network. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with anyone thinking about traveling to Poland. And stay tuned for my upcoming videos, where I'll take you deeper into the regions of Central Europe, helping you prepare for the journeys that will stay with you long after you return home. Until next time, stay curious, stay prepared, and remember, safety is your travel superpower.